I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today I'm going to show you how to mount this scope on the Umarex Prymex. Now this, we've had it on before, of course. It's the break barrel rifle that they have that is on the economy side, but it's really a good rifle. Shoots good and everything else, but along with it comes a scope. Now we got it right here, but what I'm going to do is on this back one, and I've already removed this much of it, the top piece, not the front one, I leave that on. I take the back piece, right down here there's a pin that screws down and I'll tighten that in. Before tightening that screw that I told you about that's in there and I showed you, I'm going to get that tightened down first so that it doesn't put too much pressure and bring it off of that dovetail. And there are notches, which you may have seen too, that are all along here. That's what we're going to use, is one of those, because you want to determine where you want your scope first, and I want it right about there, I think. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use that notch, and we're going to put that scope about there. If it doesn't work, then I can still use that, and I'll have just a little slack to move. Like I said, what you want to do is get that tightened first on that dovetail, because I'll tell you, these little ones like this has got extremely small groove, but deep enough. If you don't put that thing on there right, it won't necessarily hold. Now we'll get this down in here. There we go. Now that's good and tight. That's what you want. You want that good and snug. So the next thing you do is you put this one on, and hopefully it's, in fact I got it on the other side, but that was so that I could show you what was going on here. And I should have actually had it the other way around, but it's still going to hold them. They're both going to be on the same side, but it's going to hold them. I mean, they're going to be on opposite sides, I should say. So I'll loosen these, and I'll put this in here where I'm wanting it. Get that into the groove. Get that one there. Put it about where I want it. In fact, we're going to take this off right now. Got a bug up here, actually. Trying to see if, I don't think they're quite in the groove, so I've got to loosen them a little bit. Get that bug out of there. Okay, once you get that in position, and I cut the camera for a bit because I was trying to see it from this way. I'd have been right in front of you, and now I'm having to reach over the top. I actually try to put them on the same side, the screws. But like I said, I was doing it here so that I could show you and had them set up this way. And you can see that's on and it's already tightened up here. So that is holding us in place. Now what we got to do is take this and make sure we don't lose the screws. And put that in there. So make sure you got these down good and tight and holding this. Like I said, this should keep you level because it was leveled out to start with. And that's why I mounted it the way I did. I did not take them off to get that tightened down. They should be in the right spot. We're going to look in just a second here, see if I got it. I got it good and tight. The scope's not moving in any direction. Now let's see what we got. Yeah, believe it or not, this scope is off just a wee bit. Yeah, it needs to be tilted some more. So I'll do that. And anyway, that's how you basically mount it. To tilt it back to get it level with the gun, you're gonna loosen both of these, and then just tilt it until it's straight. And we're gonna cut the camera while I do that. Well, like I said, I cut the camera. I've got it leveled out. I've got a little bit of an unorthodox way of doing it, and you'd probably say, I don't want to do that. Well, anyway, I got it. It's leveled off. It's just the right distance for my eye where I can hold it up here. I can see it. I've got good eye relief on this from clear back here. I mean, that's a long eye relief. And I think it's going to work pretty good the way it looks in there. I mean, we're going to find out when we start adjusting it. But the actual shooting with this is going to be in another video. That showed you what you did. I loosened both of these. I left the screws in. I just loosened it so I could rotate and turn them. I didn't have to turn them that much. And I'll tell you real quick how I do it. I look down, such as back here at our shooting range. I sight on something and the boards are straight across. Well, if it looks like it's down up, I kind of use the boards to do that. I've got some other places too. When I do it in the house, there's a shelf that I look at. Like I said, a little bit unorthodox, but I do it and it seems like it works. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sight this thing in, and then you'll be seeing us again when we're actually shooting it with the scope. Something else I want to mention is this scope, I should say, does not come with the type of mounts I like to use on a lot of these guns, which are the see-throughs. In other words, it mounts the scope a little bit higher and you can see right through them and use your fiber optics down here. You can't do that. But fortunately, this does not block this, but I do see a bit of a reflection of the red and also this in there. I just don't see them, which is good enough, because mainly what you're doing is you're putting those crosshairs on that target. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.